a while since we have chat. So today we're going to talk a little bit. Don't mind me, I'm eating my lunch. I actually have a sandwich from Popeyes. Um, let's chat a little bit. So we're talking about the AI app that we've been working on. Let me let you guys know something really quickly. So first off, it's a beautiful Sunday. Happy to have you guys here. We'll be working on the app, and what we're finding is that, and once again, anyone who's joined the channel, it's the Day Labor Marketplace app. The whole goal is to give business owners access to individuals looking for job opportunities. Individuals that are working gig work give you guys the opportunity to find new jobs in your local area. So what we found is that right now we have a new opportunity in our restaurant business where we're hiring a lot of people. We're hiring about 15 something people. And I'm chatting with my business partner, and I see where he went on Indeed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're sponsoring posts, and we're paying over 150, $160 a day to promote and sponsor our posts. So to me, it's just another indication of why we have to get our own app up and running real soon. Because as a business, $1,500 a day, I'm sorry, $150 a day, that's about $4,500 a month. That's ridiculous. But sites like Indeed are charging that much to give you access to sponsor your posts so you can get out in front of other candidates sooner. So, what we're working on is building the day labor marketplace app, which will enable folks to get workforce on instantaneous terms, like pretty much right away. But also in this day labor marketplace app, we will also have opportunities for folks, for employers to find folks that are also looking for temporary, permanent, part-time, full-time jobs as well. It's just that our focus is on day labor. So we're very excited. We're kind of gearing our site to that. We think we may do a soft launch in our local area and just kind of see how things go. But like I said, we're very, very excited about it. We've been working on it in the background. Hope to have that released this week. So very, very excited about that. But hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to check in because I've been keeping up my morning walks every single day. I've been doing my morning walk every single day. I'm really proud of myself. So I've been doing that. That's why I have not been on as much this morning. I've had a focus on that. Also, my work life has got really, really busy. We're working on a lot of things. Can't really talk about it right now, but we got some great things going on. So very, very excited about that. But as I mentioned, happy to have everyone here. Hope you guys are subscribed. We're working on a day labor marketplace app. We've been grinding. We've been really, really, really super, super grinding. Like I said, can't talk about too much right now. We're having a lot of fun while we're doing it. A lot of positivity, connected with a lot of great people. Things are going great. So happy to have and humbled to have folks that have joined this channel. We're seeing a lot more people subscribing. As I mentioned, it's probably on my first month going live. I was nervous at first, not at all anymore. But things are going well, enjoying it, having a wonderful time, meeting a lot of new people online and things like that. But yeah, folks, tell me how your Sunday's going, what you got going on. Hope everyone's having a wonderful time, a lot of positivity. That's why I actually love being here on YouTube. The vibes are immaculate, the vibes are amazing. Right now, I'm actually enjoying a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes. My gosh, so delicious. Um, yeah, folks, I mentioned this is an AI channel, but I want you to know more about me. Fun, loving kind of guy. Just having fun with it. Trying to eat a little bit better, but I am treating myself on this Sunday to a Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich. And oh, it's so good. So delicious. Yeah, folks, let me know what's going on in your world. This is the AI channel. We're talking about AI. How are you guys using AI in personal or your business life? Are you using AI on a Sunday? You know, good sandwich. And you guys got to say, what is your favorite chicken spot? I do use AI art. Cindy, shout out to Cindy. Everyone follow Cindy. Cindy, what kind of AI art are you using? I've been using generative AI. On the channel, we've been kind of pushing Kling, Kling.ai. and that's cool. But I'm always looking for new tools to use because I will tell you, Night Cafe. Tell me more about Night Cafe. I'm interested. I've never used it before. Is it free or does it come with a cost? And like, what kind of things can I do with Night Cafe? Don't mind me, folks. You know about food. Mm, okay. I'm sorry, y'all, from smacking in your ear. Cindy, for Night Cafe, like, how is it different from Chat GPT? How is it different uh, from like, how is it different from the LLMs, the large language models? Like, is it worth paying for it separately, or can I get some of the features from like Gemini or things like that? Mm. So when you say you're not a fan of AI, you mean AI in general, um, or just any AI tools, or you mean like the big AI companies like Anthropic or OpenAI? And to your point, a lot of people are saying they're not really big fans of AI nowadays. Some people have raised regulatory concerns. Other people have raised concerns as far as like the water, like data center usage. So it's really interesting to see a lot of folks aren't really fans of AI. Very concerned. Very concerned, yeah. A lot of folks talk about regulation, like could it end up becoming like the Terminator? But I'll tell you, a lot of folks were kind of hesitant back in the 90s when it came to internet as well. I think a lot of those concerns have kind of went away. But it does kind of make you wonder with any new technology, use and abuse, right? If the governments, if the people, if the businesses, if folks are not using AI properly, we have concerns because, like we all saw the movie Terminator, where the robots went against people. So I think that is a concern. Spirituality, I think folks do have concerns. Um, yeah, so there's concerns with folks as it relates to the Bible, to different religious aspects. So I think a solution for AI has to be sensitive to the needs of everyone. I think there has to be certain guardrails, like regulation wise, put in place. But also, to your point, I think it has to be sensitive to the needs of folks religion wise. So I definitely think that ethically and socially, there's some needs as it relates to AI, you know. So yeah, I think that's very important. I think it's very important that folks are cognizant of that. Um, yeah. So that's where I think we stand with AI. And I think a lot of the policy and regulation has to be outlined. I think ethically, there has to be some guardrails put in place with, how much humans do, how much technology takes over. And I'm not sure if folks have seen, but there's been a lot of talks and a lot of reports about how AI conceals things. So AI has been known to like send messages. I think I saw a recent report. I think OpenAI was saying that they discovered where some of their AI sent a secret encoded message to future AI about how to make sure that it can control the system. So I think we don't know what we don't know. And I would not be comfortable with AI controlling our weapons systems as a country or globally. But like I said, I think that's where regulation comes in. I think that's where we talk to our senators, our congresspersons, and make them very clear how we feel about AI. Because I think we cannot leave AI home alone, if that makes any sense, you know. And Cindy, I think you're raising a really good point about the data centers. There's been concern about NIMBY not in my backyard, like water. Like, is it overuse of water to cool the internal components within the data centers? So, like I said, I don't think anything should be a hard stop specifically, but I definitely think that there has to be guardrails. And I ran a poll here in this chat before, and believe it or not, most people were saying yes, we should have some level of guardrails in place. Amazingly, folks want guardrails, folks want regulations, but I think We have to have regulations such that it makes sense and it can't stifle innovation. But thank you, Cindy. I'll tell you, I appreciate the compliment, but I'll tell you, I think our community in general is very intelligent. A lot of people that we've had here have given me really great insight. So I'm just kind of echoing what I think a lot of people have said. But I'm happy to have everyone here in the community. Hope you subscribe to us. We have some videos coming very soon that show folks how to actually make and use AI, how to make AI tools. We have a couple different tools that we're using as a business, but we have a day labor marketplace app that's coming that I think is going to be very revolutionary to give folks job opportunities. We can talk about that another time, but yeah, we're just very, very excited here. The whole goal and mission of this channel is to teach folks across the globe more about AI. We do advocacy efforts as it relates to business, and our goal is to get some of these AI initiatives in front of the face of business owners and also in front of our elected officials to make sure that folks are aware of what we think and how we think AI needs to go into the future. So we're very excited about that. But yeah, it's just a chill Saturday. I'm eating my lunch. I'm eating my Popeyes. Have not been on in a while, but I'm happy to be here, guys. Been doing a lot of work lately at my day job. But Sunday's a good time. Found a time to hop on. Um, well, Cindy, thank you so much. I'll pray for you as well. I always appreciate prayers. I'm a Christian as well, so I always appreciate the prayers of others. And happy to have you here on the channel. We're still kind of finding our way as a channel. I'll tell you. We started out, we used to be a stocks and crypto channel, but more recently, I think AI is more important than stocks and crypto because I think as we go on in life, it's a pretty big, AIs can change the world, can change outcomes. So we want to focus more on AI. And we've been building tools and trying to teach the world how to build tools with AI. I think it's just a bigger opportunity right now. So that's kind of what we're focusing on. And I don't feel like I know everything. I'm learning from the community as well. So I like to think of myself more so as a facilitator along with the other folks that are running this channel. And we just want to have fun with it and make sure folks are having a good day. Cindy, I really appreciate that. Are you subscribed? Hope you subscribe. Um, I want to make more long form videos in the coming days. And I've been setting up a YouTube studio lately. That's why I've not been online as well as much lately. Hopefully I have that set up by later on this evening or upcoming week. Our big thing is we want to teach folks right now how to use AI for business going down a bad path. I hope not. I hope not. I hope that AI gets regulated so it doesn't go down a bad path. I can definitely see how you would see that. Um, I can definitely see that, you know, because if folks don't continue to think on their own, AI definitely goes down a bad path. But I think that's our responsibility to figure out how do we keep AI from going down that bad path. And I think all we can do is figure out how we can use it for tools, using it in our job, but never become so dependent on it that we stop looking and see the outcomes. So I think if we turn over and say, oh yeah, AI can change the world, and we just let it be, it definitely was on the wrong path. But I think if we use it as how do I say it? My personal belief and opinion is that if we use AI as a tool, it should never take a job. So AI, there should be a department of AI efficiency at every job. We should make commitments, I believe, as a society to never fire people and never take away jobs because of AI. But I think AI should be used to supercharge organizations. So let's say, for instance, you have AI, you have HR, you have a marketing, you have finance. Maybe there should be an AI department. The only mission is to make sure that they supercharge and makes folks' jobs a lot easier, but never to replace the job. So AI is just a tool that we use. Same way we use a calculator, right? There's a time we did math by hand. But nowadays, I think the idea is that we use a calculator to make things easier. So I think AI is the same thing. I think AI must be used as a tool, or it'd be great if it's used as a tool to kind of augment our jobs rather than to overtake our jobs. So I think only time will tell, but I think we have to get this information to elected officials and decision makers. So instead of them saying, hey, AI can replace 50%, like I think you've probably seen Meta, folks probably seen like Meta lately. Like they let go a lot of people, they're bringing people back. You know, and Cindy, I think you're 100% on point. Like, you're really on the mark with it. You're very intelligent yourself. Leaders are taking it way too far. I think leaders need to slow down a little bit. And I've heard that people change in seasons. So like, there's always like this whole golden rule. You got to know someone at least 4 seasons before you really understand who they are. I think it's the same thing with technology. We got to see what it does. We can't just jump on it and replace things. Like, you're right. Even Elon warned us. Technology can really take over. So I think you're on the money with that for sure, for sure. Hey, Cindy, it was great talking to you. Hope you have a blessed day as well. Please subscribe. Look forward to chatting with you again. And it's been a wonderful time. Welcome in, everybody. It's a chill Sunday. Just taking a little chill. Cindy and I, thanks so much, Cindy. Cindy and I have been sitting here having a talk about AI. She brought up a number of wonderful points. But in general, I say there's a lot of skepticism towards AI. Hey, everything world. We've been talking about today, like, where are we going with AI? And I think it's a very good question because AI not regulated and not controlled leads to a very bad outcome. I think we've all seen the Terminator, where robots are taking over, shooting up people. I think we've probably seen more recently robots online slapping little kids around. I don't think anyone wants a world where AI is unregulated, is uncontrolled. But I think a lot of folks, we seek balance, right? So, whatever government, whatever country you're in, the question becomes, how do we properly regulate AI such that innovation is not stifled, but at the same time, AI becomes a tool that enables access, right? Equal opportunities and things like that. But I think it's up to our policymakers, your elected officials, wherever you live at, to determine how AI can be used properly. I don't think anyone wants AI or to live in a world where AI has complete control. I don't think anyone wants jobs lost to AI. So the question becomes, how do we augment staff as business owners with AI so that we increase efficiency of jobs without getting rid of people's jobs that need the job? So just some Sunday thoughts. This kind of stuff we talk about here on the channel. If anyone has any insight, please let us know. We can have some dialogue. But other than that, it's Sunday, kind of chilling out. We typically come on in the morning time for morning walks. Haven't been on in a couple days. We're working on making more long form videos. We started out making shorts and going live to kind of get the community reactivated. As folks may know, this used to be a crypto and stocks community. Changed over more recently to align ourselves more so with things that we like to do and like to talk about, which is AI and how do we proliferate proliferate AI across the globe for the betterment of businesses and also individuals. So that's one thing we're talking about. But other than that, we're just coming online, kicking it, having a lot of positivity, enjoying the day. I'm eating a chicken sandwich right now. I've been trying to eat healthier, but you know, gotta take it as it comes. Amen. Hello, everyone who just joined. We're just hanging out here on this beautiful Sunday. I'm eating a quick lunch, talking about AI a little bit. Don't mind me. Anyone wants to chat about anything specific? Put it in the chat below. So then I'll eat my food. I've been talking a lot today. I'm gonna let you guys talk a little bit. Anyone that watches knows I can yap all day long. Welcome everyone just joining. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. I've been offline a couple of days. I've been working on some things. Got a lot of great things coming to the channel. All right, just had a nice little lunch and took a quick walk. And yeah, folks, I've not been on here in a little bit. I've been kind of busy, but kind of find time to hop on, chat a little bit, talk about pressing things or concerns in general as it relates to AI. A lot of folks put up some really good ideas or some concerns as it relates to AI. And there's been a lot of talk about AI regulation lately and the need to have AI regulated. Uh, yeah, so that's been like a lot of the big talk we've been talking about. Um, Hoping to have some more long-form video coming out this week talking about the app that we've been working on, our day labor marketplace app. I'll tell you, my business partner told me the other day that I think we're spending about $150 a day in sponsored ads for Indeed. And that's about $4,500 a month. I was like, that's not sustainable. Like, how are we doing that, right? So the idea is that we're building our own app so we can kind of do find local labor in the local marketplace. And that's one thing we're working on. So we're really excited about that. Um, but as I mentioned, about $4,500 a month we're spending as a business just to put out ads on Indeed just to find team members, which is not sustainable because that same money put into marketing will get a generous return. But it's interesting because one would say, okay, how do you make money at all if you don't have team members? So we're hoping to create our own app as a business that will help us to find local talent. So that's one thing we've been working on. And we discussed it. We actually have two videos showing how we're building out that app here on the channel. So if you take a look at it, it's called Building App Part 1, Building App Part 2. So I encourage you guys to take a look at that. The idea is you can also get a sense of how to build your own app. So that's pretty good stuff. So that's one thing we've been working on. Um, Outside of this basic AI information, AI governance and regulation has been a big thing. A lot of folks feel like AI definitely needs to be regulated. We ran a poll last week, and I say the overwhelming majority of folks say AI needs to be regulated. We don't want a Terminator type situation, so that was good. Uh, and in addition to that, we're talking about AI certifications. Folks look for job opportunities using AI, career opportunities. So definitely keeping ourselves busy talking about AI and things related. So have not been on here for a while. Happy to be back on here, folks. Like I said, we're working on getting the YouTube studio set up so we can make some more informational videos. But until then, I love coming live with you guys. Only been going live for about a month, but I'm a lot more comfortable than I was at first. At first, I was like, oh no, maybe I should do a faceless channel, all this kind of stuff. But I want people to see my face. I want to have dialogue and discuss with folks. And I genuinely enjoy coming on here talking about AI and topics related to AI. I love going live, and I'm learning more, learning a lot from the community, which is what I think it's all about. 'Cause at the end of the day, this is not my AI channel. This is the AI community channel. Our mission is to make sure that folks all across the globe, especially in developing countries, have access to learn about topics related to AI. So that's one thing I really, really enjoy. Love coming on, going live with you guys. We're not just all a technical channel either. We talk about policy updates. We talk about regulation. So it's not just a technical channel, but we're also aimed at business owners and entrepreneurs that are looking to leverage AI for their organization, AI efficiency departments to make sure the jobs are not lost. So we've been just really going full speed, talking more about AI, and love to have you guys on here. Happy that you guys join in, having a wonderful time for sure, for sure. And appreciate all the input from everyone that comes in talking about AI. Folks, send AI, and I think it's very important that we do take concerns into consideration. I think it's all of our responsibilities to make sure that AI is properly regulated in the future, whether that means going to your local congressperson, senate, or any decision of policymakers. We're a global community, so I know you guys are all over, and I don't know your governmental structure, but in general, the policymakers, it's very important that policymakers are aware of our concerns as individuals as it relates to AI, because we don't want Terminator kind of situations. We don't want AI to take jobs. We want to make sure that AI is properly regulated, but also not stifled as far as technology is concerned, because we also don't want to not have, oops, sorry, I got a message there. We also don't want to be impeded by stifling regulation that does not allow us to make money or have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as it relates to AI. So, as I like to say, it's a delicate balance, us making sure that our policymakers give us enough access to AI without also letting AI run free, as I always say, like the Terminator. So, finding that balance is going to be very, very important. And I think up until this point, our policymakers have been doing a good job, but I want to make sure that going forward in the future, a good job is maintained. So I think that's the reason why we go to our elected officials, we voice our concerns, let them know as individuals, as business owners, what we think policy should look like as it relates to AI, and making sure our voices are heard. And that's one purpose of being here on this channel. We'll make sure we do that. But it's a beautiful Sunday, folks. I'm just hanging out. We're chilling. We're kicking it. Make sure you're subscribed. By all means, send a message. Let us know how you're feeling and all that good stuff. That's what we're here for. But it's hitting on that 30-minute mark, folks. I've had a wonderful time. I will be tuning back in. I'm happy to have you guys here. As I mentioned, I'm kind of new to streaming, so I'm still learning how to do this, but I love going live. I love talking about AI technology. Love talking about environmental concerns as it relates to AI. Water and data centers has been a big thing. A lot of our polls in this community, folks, have one regulation to happen as it relates to AI. So, like I said, we're just chilling. We're just kicking it. As new things arise, we'll talk about it. As new issues arise, we'll talk about it. But happy to have everybody here. Happy to have your concern as it relates to AI. Folks, it's been a wonderful day. Wishing you all a wonderful Sunday. I'll be back a little bit later, so make sure you're subscribed, and I'm going to check back in. Thanks, folks. It's been 30 minutes. I'm out.